Hi everyone, I'm David from Mediaweb. Today we're here in the OutSystems User Group in Leiria. I'm here with Rodrigo Coutinho from OutSystems, and we're here to talk about Agentic AI, ODC, and some other news that Rodrigo has got for us. Rodrigo, is this the first time you are here in Leiria?
It is my first time in Leiria. I am very excited to join the community and to present the new things that we have to offer in the OutSystems platform, specifically around Agentic.
Okay, cool. First of all, welcome to our beautiful city. I don't know if you had the time to do a walkabout. Probably not. I know it's
not
pretty,
yet, but
yeah,
maybe after
rushed.
the event I can see Leiria by night. That would be nice.
It's a beautiful city. I think you really like it. So the first question I've got for you is in regards to Agentic AI. It's quickly becoming a hot topic. And what we want to know is, from your perspective, what's the real shift behind this new concept?
So I'm very excited about this new concept in two ways. One of them is that it's actually bringing together a lot of different information. So we're finding ways to give ever more context to these LLMs and bring more information from other systems and from the real world. And that will be a shift in terms of the quality of the results you'll get. But of course, then the most exciting part is the agentic part, where AI actually does something for you. So this notion that AI can perform actions on your behalf and to help you be more productive or to help you be proactive, I think that's the most exciting part. And I'm very curious to see how far we will go on that track.
Okay, definitely very exciting times, software development since the last, 2-3 years with AI booming. It's really cool to see a company like OutSystems getting on track with that. So at Mediaweb, we're really focused on user experience as a whole, actually, and working on knowing how do you believe that this agentic AI will influence how we work UX?
I think the most obvious way is actually in asking AI for suggestions and having the input to create new things. So that's something that AI is very good at, is in given a question, give you some examples of what you can do. So as a starting point, it's a good thing. But what I would like to see, what I would be excited to see, is actually using AI to adapt the UX to the user. So instead of thinking about it, UX as same for everybody, it's just a fixed thing that you change by versioning, it would be very exciting to see using Agentic AI to, depending on the profile of the user, depending on what you realize the user is trying to achieve, you adapt the UX based on all of those inputs. So I think that would be the way I would like to see Mediaweb move forward.
So basically the interface, the UI, and consequently the UX will be more reactive, will be proactive as towards the user. If the user is someone who likes to type and search, it will adapt to that. If it likes shortcuts, it will adapt to that. Yeah. That's the future of what you're saying.
Personalized, and even in more informative websites, like if you think of a newspaper website or even a corporate website, being able to tailor the content to exactly what the user wants to see. I think that will be a path forward in terms of using AI to this application.
So a much more user-centric point of view.
Definitely.
Okay, cool. That seems aligned with what you're saying in the market. So also, I think, and this is really cool because a lot of our designers and even our developers, of course, they are searching about AI, they are experimenting with AI. How do you see their role changing? Like, even we don't know, actually. I think nobody knows for sure, but what's your take on that? How is the role of a designer and developer going to change with AI going forward?
I think designers and developers will be much more on the role of reviewing the work that is done, especially for menial work, for things that are like boilerplate and that you do every day. You no longer need to do them. You ask AI to do them for you, and you just do the reviewing work. It's very important that you actually review what is done, because there are always surprises. And then it's the creative part. So even though AI can help a lot with the creative process, it will not come up with innovative ideas or differentiating ideas. That's the part that the human needs to do. You always need the human to bring this spark of something that will be completely different and innovative. So I think it will be exciting. It's hard because it's hard to be, innovative 100% of the time, of course. But I think it's an opportunity also for people to bring out their best and their ideas.
Actually, I have a follow-up on that because, of course, with AI, you need to revise your work. I think another take we can have on this is if you don't revise it, who is accountable? Like you do the work, AI did the work. If you don't revise it, you're not accountable, but you need to be. Someone needs to be accountable for what's being produced, right?
Correct.
So I think that's great advice. Always revise what AI does because sometimes it makes mistakes, like each one of us.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, that's a challenge some of our partners have been having, which is exactly that. Machines cannot be held accountable for the work. And if you have developers that the only thing they do is generate the code and commit it, then it becomes very hard to trace what was done. If there is the need to change something, it's very hard to understand what's going on.
Yeah,
and you end up with a code base nobody understands. And that's really a place where you don't want it.
No, especially in 5 or 10 years' time, it's really an uncomfortable place to be as a dev, as a customer, as anyone, actually. So, last one, Rodrigo. Mm-hmm. When it comes to the newcomers to the developer market, to the designer market, to the software development market, what's your take? What's your advice? The best advice you can give them when it comes to using AI in this field?
Well, I'm not sure it's the best advice, but it's one advice, is know your trade. So it's very easy to get lost in what AI does and just execute, go with it, and move forward with the results. But it's very important, as we mentioned, because you need to review the work, you need to understand why things are being done. It's very important that you understand your craft so that you can then not only evaluate, but make the best possible use of AI. So AI is an accelerator. It's a help. It's not a substitute. So you need to really own your craft and be aware that AI is there just to help.
Yeah, I completely agree with that. So it's an assistive technology that can boost an experienced user much more, that much more. It can liberate them from simpler tasks, but it's not a replacement of a development or a designer. Thank you, Rodrigo, for your valuable insights. Thank you, everyone, for listening in.
Thank you so much for inviting me.
Oh, you're welcome. And see you the next time. Bye.
Bye.